AITA for refusing to wear a skimpy maid outfit to an exclusive party my friend got invited to. So I 22F live with my friend 22F, and she recently met a guy at a beach party. She's pretty much obsessed with him because he comes from a well-known, well-off family in the area and has a certain level of status associated with him. She told me they were sort of dating, and obviously I've been supportive throughout it all as a friend. However, I've met him a few times, and I don't exactly hold favorable opinions of him. I didn't tell my friend because I wasn't fully sure of my views yet, and I didn't want to be negative. Anyway, he's throwing a party soon, invited my friend. He asked her to bring me along too. He said it was a themed party and that everyone would be assigned a character style to wear. He sent my friend a picture of our outfits, two skimpy as hell maid costumes sprawled on a bed. I immediately told her that I wouldn't be wearing that shit, and especially not to a party with a bunch of strangers. Initially, she thought I was kidding, but then understood that I'm serious. She said that wearing these fits isn't a big deal at all and that I need to stop being so prudish and serious. I told her that it is very humiliating that this guy thinks it's perfectly fine to request two women to wear that to his party, like you're seriously asking two girls who are clearly not as rich as you to dress up as maids to your party. I asked her if she seriously sees nothing wrong with it, and she said no. She explained that he just has a weird taste and that it might be a weird rich people thing. I told her again that I will not be wearing some skimpy-ass maid costume. Not only is it embarrassing, it is especially disrespectful to me because I don't have any sort of meaningful relationship with the guy, and yet he thought it's appropriate to include me in this request. I told her that I won't be wearing the clothes, won't be going to the party, and will from now on avoid her new BF altogether. We had a massive argument, and she said that I'm lame, boring, and not a supportive friend. She said that instead of helping her, I'm ruining everything and being a killjoy. When she fed back to the guy that I'm refusing to participate, he even asked her if getting paid for it would change my mind. That made it even worse. Apparently, he told her that I have the right attitude, which makes no sense as I've been combative all this time, and that his friends would love to get to know me. The fuck? I'm just getting angry typing this. I was pretty upset, told my dad about the situation. The party is tomorrow night, and my friend decided to go alone, and she's not really talking to me RN. Am I the asshole, or is she? I feel strangely very guilty, even though I'm standing up for my boundaries. AITA. ITA? Story 2. AITA for not using my inheritance for my parents, for my husband's family. First time posting here. AITA for not wanting to use my inheritance to pay for building my husband's sisters a home on our farm. My husband, 52, and myself, 50, have been married for 31 years. We purchased his parents' farm several years ago and paid for it with a mortgage. We have since paid that mortgage off. We also built our forever home on the farm, and it is also paid for, and we raise cattle on the farm. His family is always asking for help, his sisters specifically, and a couple of his nephews. For context, we took care of his father, mother, and Down syndrome sister when nobody else in his family would take care of them. We were the only ones of his siblings who still had young children at home, but we felt that if we didn't take care of them, the state was going to step in and take them away. In my family, you take care of your family, so we took them in and never looked back. However, I think his family resented us for this and somehow feels like they are owed something because we own the family farm. And for some reason, my husband thinks he has to take care of his other sisters, even though there is nothing wrong with them, except they have low IQs. I have inherited a decent amount of money from my parents. My husband doesn't know the specifics and is upset that I won't disclose the amount. He doesn't have access to the account. He wants me to take some of the money and build a house on our farm, his family farm, for his sisters to live in so they won't have to pay rent anymore or live in apartments. He wants us to pay their property taxes and insurance because they won't be able to afford that. But they can pay their utilities. He doesn't want to charge them rent. Why should I use my inheritance that my parents worked their butts off to earn and pass on to me so that my husband's lazy sisters can sit in a brand new house on their family's farm and never have to pay property tax or insurance or rent? I feel like this is my money and I shouldn't have to spend it on his family. I want to put the majority of it in trust funds to our two children so I can pass it on to them. And to be honest, I am seriously thinking about just taking my inheritance and getting a divorce and living happily ever after. SO.AITA?